Hey, my friends, it's Tony Robbins here, and today I want to talk about something that will completely transform your life. There comes a time in every person's life when the noise of the world grows too loud, when opinions, criticism, and expectations surround you like an unending storm. Everyone has something to say about who you should be, what you should do, and how you should live. But in the middle of all you have to learn this. Your greatest power is not in how loud you speak, but in how deeply you focus. There's a saying, lions don't concern themselves with the opinions of sheep, because lions know who they are. They don't need to roar to prove their strength. Their silence is their confidence. Their focus is their weapon. That's how you have to move. Stop explaining your vision to small minds. Stop trying to convince people to see your worth. Stop wasting your time talking about what you're going to do. Just do it. Because when your actions speak, your words become unnecessary. Think about it. Every time you talk about your goals before you achieve them, you release some of your power. You start to seek validation. You start to care about who believes in you instead of believing in yourself. But when you move in silence, when you build without announcement, when you focus only on the next step, you create momentum that no one can stop. Your silence becomes your protection. Your focus becomes your power. When you focus on yourself, you discover how powerful you really are. Because most people are lost in gossip, lost in drama, lost in the illusion of being busy. But the few who decide to turn inward, to stay quiet, to work relentlessly in silence, they become unstoppable. Look at nature. The seed grows underground before it breaks through the surface. The roots grow first, in darkness, in silence, away from sight. No one claps for the seed, No one celebrates the roots. But without that silent growth, there can be no tree, no fruit, no life. Your journey is the same. You're not supposed to be seen yet. You're supposed to be growing in silence. People might forget your name for a while. They might overlook your efforts. They might doubt your path. But that's okay, because one day, when you rise, when you bloom, when your results speak louder than words, the same people who ignored you will whisper your name in respect. Focus on yourself, because the world will always have opinions, but opinions don't build legacies. Work does, consistency does, discipline does. While they talk, you work. While they doubt, you prepare. While they waste time, you invest in yourself. Because every second spent arguing, defending, explaining is a second stolen from your destiny. There's beauty in being unknown. There's power in being underestimated. Because when no one's watching, you're free. Free to fail, free to learn, free to evolve without judgment. Every master was once a beginner who worked silently while the world looked away. Every great story started in obscurity, in quiet dedication, in unseen effort. So let them underestimate you. Let them talk. Let them assume your patience will turn into power. And when that moment comes, you won't need to explain anything. Your life will be your answer. Your results will be your proof. The most powerful people in the world are not the ones who shout the loudest. They're the ones who control themselves, their thoughts, their emotions, their reactions. You have to master your inner world before you can master the outer one. You have to learn how to stay calm when others are loud, how to stay patient when others are rushing, how to stay focused when others are distracted. Because success doesn't come from noise, it comes from alignment. When your purpose, your actions, and your mindset align, you become unstoppable. You don't have to prove yourself. You don't have to chase approval. You don't have to compete with anyone. All you have to do is focus on yourself every single day. Wake up early, work in silence, move with discipline, keep your mouth shut and your goals loud. Let your consistency do the talking. When you focus on yourself long enough, everything changes. Your energy shifts, your confidence grows, your results multiply. You start attracting peace instead of drama, growth instead of gossip, purpose instead of pain. That's when you'll understand. Silence was never empty. It was full of answers. The journey of self-focus isn't selfish, it's sacred. Because when you become the best version of yourself, you serve the world in ways you never could before. So stop explaining yourself. Stop sharing every move. Stop wasting your breath trying to prove your worth. Just become undeniable. Every time you stay silent when provoked, you're winning. Every time you choose peace over chaos, you're growing. Every time you walk away instead of engaging in nonsense, you're mastering yourself. And mastering yourself, that's the ultimate victory. Because when you master yourself, no one can control you. No one can trigger you. No one can stop you. The world doesn't need to hear your plan. It needs to see your results. So lock in, get focused, cut off distractions, move in silence, build your empire in peace. And when you rise, rise so powerfully that the world can't ignore you. Because you don't owe explanations, you owe results. And when they finally ask you how you did it, you'll smile and say, I focused on myself and I stayed silent. This is Growth Purpose reminding you, your silence is your strategy, your focus is your weapon, and your results will speak louder than any voice ever could. When you start focusing on yourself,
something powerful happens. The world begins to test you. You'll notice people pulling away, opportunities slowing down, and silence growing around you. It's not punishment, it's preparation. The universe is testing your focus, testing whether you'll break when things get quiet, testing whether you can handle success when no one's clapping for you. Because when you stop chasing attention, you start attracting peace. And peace is a luxury only the focused can afford. The truth is, focusing on yourself means walking alone. For a while, it means turning down invitations, saying no to drama, no to gossip, no to distractions disguised as friendships. It means actions, temptations, negativity will try to break your focus. That's when you have to fight back. Not with words, not with noise, but with discipline. You fight by staying consistent. You fight by showing up when you don't feel like it. You fight by keeping promises to yourself. You fight by staying silent when your ego wants to react. Because silence is not avoidance, it's control. It's choosing to respond with peace instead of anger, action instead of argument. There's power in walking away. There's power in not reacting. There's power in staying silent when the world expects you to explode. Every time you hold your peace, you're telling the universe, I'm not ruled by emotion, I'm ruled by purpose. And that's what separates warriors from wanderers. Focus is war. Every day you're at battle against your comfort zone, your habits, your old self. That's the enemy you must conquer first. Not the critics, not the haters, not the people who misunderstand you. The real enemy is the version of you that wants to stay the same, lazy, distracted, comfortable. Watching. You'll stop posting for attention because you'll realize real power doesn't need an audience. You'll stop talking about your plans because you'll see talk drains energy. Action builds momentum. You'll begin to trust your path, even when it's quiet. Because silence isn't a sign that nothing is happening. It's a sign that everything is forming beneath the surface. Just like a volcano, unseen pressure, unseen heat, unseen power until the eruption. That's what's coming for you. One day, your silence will erupt into results so undeniable that every person who doubted you will have to face the truth. That's the reward of focus. But before that day comes, you must master the storm within. Every distraction you remove is an act of self-respect. Every time you say no to noise, you say yes to purpose. Every time you stay silent in chaos, you strengthen your power. Stop announcing every move you make. Stop explaining your process. Stop sharing your pain with people who don't deserve your vulnerability. Not everyone deserves to know what you're building. Protect. And that's how you know you're growing. Because once you taste peace, chaos becomes unbearable. Once you taste focus, distractions lose their flavor. Once you taste silence, noise feels cheap. Keep going. Don't explain, don't announce, just keep building. The same way a diamond forms under pressure, your purpose is forming in this silence. And when it's ready, you'll shine so bright that no one will remember the noise that tried to bury you. You're not missing out, you're locking in. You're not alone, you're being refined. You're not being ignored, you're being prepared. Stay consistent, stay grounded, stay silent. Because one day, the world will ask you how you did it, and you'll simply say, I stopped talking, I started working, I focused on myself. That's the message of growth purpose. Silence isn't retreat, it's strategy. Focus isn't selfish, it's sacred. Every day you choose focus, you get closer to your destiny. Every day you choose silence, you grow stronger inside. So keep walking your path.
Under pressure, unshaken by opinions, unmoved by judgment. The version that no longer needs to explain, compare, or prove. That's your real power, when you no longer need to be understood to feel at peace. People may think you've changed, and they're right, you have. But what they don't see is that you didn't just change, you became. You became grounded. You became aware. You became dangerous. Not because you're violent, but because you're unbothered. When you reach that level of peace, no one can control you anymore. You stop reacting to every insult, every rumor, every opinion. You start moving with purpose, not emotion. And that's when life opens up. Because when your mind is clear, you make decisions differently. When your emotions are stable, you see opportunities others overlook. When your heart is still, you hear your intuition, the voice that's silence, from solitude. But when you stop running and finally sit with yourself, in silence, you meet your truth. You face your insecurities, your fears, your wounds. It's not comfortable. It's raw. It's real. But that's where healing happens. Healing doesn't happen through noise. It happens through silence, through reflection, forgiveness, and letting go. You realize that you don't need to carry everything anymore. You don't need to fight every battle. You don't need to prove every point. You just need to be. You realize that true confidence doesn't come from attention. It comes from self-respect. True strength doesn't come from dominance. It comes from discipline. And true growth doesn't come from others' approval. It comes from private commitment. Every day you choose to focus on yourself instead of reacting to nonsense, you win. Every day you keep working when no one claps, you win. Every day you stay silent when ego wants to speak, you win. You're not just working toward your goals, you're building your character. You're becoming the kind of person who doesn't crumble under pressure. The kind who stays grounded when everything else shakes. The kind who knows, no matter what happens, I'll be okay because I trust myself. That's the foundation of greatness. That's what legends are built on. Not noise, not attention, not luck, but focus and silence. You see, the world glorifies success, but it rarely talks about the process, the years of solitude, the nights of doubt, the endless grind behind closed doors. Everyone wants the results. Few want the silence. But you chose the silence. And because of that, you're not just building results. Within. Now you move with peace. And peace is the ultimate power. You don't rush anymore. You don't chase. You don't force. You attract, align, allow. That's what focus does. It changes your frequency. It tunes you into success. You start to attract opportunities, ideas, and people that match your energy. You realize that when you stop begging, life starts giving.
When you stop shouting, the world starts listening. When you stop trying to be seen, your work starts speaking. That's the paradox of silence. The quieter you become, the louder your impact. So keep your circle small, keep your goals private, keep your moves silent. Because peace and privacy are not signs of weakness, they're signs of maturity. And maturity is when you realize you don't need to be everywhere, with everyone, doing everything. You just need to be here, becoming better than you were yesterday. Focus doesn't mean you isolate forever. It means you choose intentionally. You choose where your energy goes, who gets your time, what gets your attention. You learn that no is a complete sentence, that rest is productive, that solitude is sacred. And when you finally find peace in your own company, you become untouchable, because no one can take away what you've built inside. That's the level where success becomes inevitable, because your power no longer depends on external validation, it's self-generated. You don't wake up hoping for motivation anymore. You wake up fueled by purpose. You don't wait for opportunities, you create them. You don't ask for peace, you embody it. And suddenly, everything you used to chase starts chasing you. That's when you'll understand why silence was the best move you ever made. Because it gave you time to hear your intuition, to build your foundation, to strengthen your focus. Now your focus is sharp, your heart is steady, your vision is unstoppable. And you'll notice, the same world that once ignored you now wants to know your secret. But they won't understand, because your power wasn't built in noise, it was built in silence. That's the irony of growth. The more you evolve, the less you need to explain. Let them wonder, let them speculate, let them talk. You just keep walking, keep building, keep rising. Because when you're focused on yourself, you don't compete, you create. You don't chase, you attract. You don't beg, you believe. You don't shout, you shine. That's the mindset of the awakened, the ones who move quietly, think deeply, and act relentlessly. You are that person now. You've walked through the silence.
Working, building, becoming. That power is unseen greatness. The world chases recognition, applause, fame. But true greatness? It doesn't need to be seen. It doesn't need validation. It's built in silence, forged through struggle, and revealed only through consistency. You've reached a point in your journey where you no longer crave the spotlight. Because you've realized the spotlight blinds as much as it shines. You don't need to be seen to make an impact. You don't need to be loud to change lives. You just need to be real, focused, and unstoppable. People may never understand the sacrifices behind your calm. They'll see your strength, but not your scars. They'll see your results, but not your restless nights. They'll see your peace, but not the battles it took to earn it. And that's okay, because you didn't do it for them. You did it for the person in the mirror, the one who refused to quit when everything fell apart, the one who kept going when no one believed, the one who stayed silent, disciplined, focused, while the world laughed, doubted, and ignored. That's greatness. Greatness is not a trophy. It's not a title.